Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talon Field on the campus of Trinity Baptist College as we are getting ready for NCCAA Division II South Region Men's Soccer as the Trinity Baptist College Eagles host the Suns from Kissimmee's Johnson University of Florida. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau and Dean Bureau, my son, back on the camera once again this afternoon as these two teams meet up in conference play. Last Tuesday, Trinity Baptist won the meeting between Johnson and TBC 11-0 down in Kissimmee, and the Eagles are now looking to try to sweep the season series. Also coming off a 3-1 win against Toccoa Falls, also a South Region opponent. That happened this past Saturday afternoon, so the Eagles have won 2 consecutive conference games and are looking to make it 3 in a row as the season gets close to its conclusion before the South Region tournament and all the conference tournaments around the NCCAA begin on November the 5th. Trinity Baptist College 2-7 overall, 2-2 in the South Region. They defeated Johnson, as we mentioned a moment ago, and Toccoa Falls. They have fallen to Bob Jones University on September 26th and Pensacola Christian in a terrific defensive battle 2-1 on October 10th. The Suns down there in Central to South Florida haven't had many opportunities to play so far. They are winless in 3 attempts. They have also played Toccoa Falls and Bob Jones as well. And this ball game is underway. And pull up a chair. It's been overcast and actually had some rain throughout much of the afternoon, but the rain has stopped for now, and I just checked the radar. There's nothing inside the I-295 Beltway as we speak. Hopefully it will stay that way at least until this game is over. Already a quick battle for the ball, won by the Suns. Trey Nieves in goal for Trinity Baptist. That is him wearing the fluorescent green jersey, number 33. He scored a goal last week down in Kissimmee as he came out of the net late in the second half and also picked up an assist as well. So Trey Nieves getting it done on the offensive side of the field. First opportunity of the season that he's had to play some offense, and it paid off with 1 goal and 1 assist. That's Nathan Williams, one of our couple of seniors on the roster, wearing number 10. The Eagles in the home whites with the blue numbers in trim, going from the right to the left, and Johnson University in the road navy blues with the orange trim, led by head coach Mr. Elliot Hernandez, who was also the athletic director and the men's basketball coach. This is his first season leading the soccer team on the field, and he is assisted by Alex Mathias and Andrea Ayala. Mr. Mathias in his second season as the assistant coach, and Ms. Andrea Ayala in the first season, and they all pull multiple duties down at Johnson University of Florida in Kissimmee. Head coach of the Eagles, Mr. Dan Robertson, in his first year out of Clark's Summit University. He is assisted by the newlywed, Mr. Brenner Pittman. He and Alexa Goodwin, now Alexa Pittman, tied the knot about 2 weeks ago. So congratulations to 2 TBC graduates and soccer players, the Pittmans. Eagles looking to get on the board first. That's Garcia taking the first shot, and a block by the goalkeeper, Peyton Fleming. Colin McDonald unable to make the trip up to Jacksonville, and already a save for Peyton Fleming, who puts on the goalkeeper's uniform and keeps the Eagles out of the net. Pablo Garcia took the first shot of the game. It is on goal, and the Eagles will have themselves a corner kick. Kick up in front of the goal. And this one headed out of bounds off Evan Hasbrook, and that'll be a goal kick for Peyton Fleming. No score, game just underway. We started a few minutes late. Officials and the coaches wanted to make sure the rain did subside, and so far it has. It's still very overcast, and we're in the low 80s, a very pleasant feel to the afternoon weather here on the west side of Jacksonville. Reese Johnson, our official scorekeeper, always does a terrific job. He's manning the stats this afternoon. Athletic Director of Trinity Baptist College and the men's head basketball coach, Mr. John D. Jones. And the president of Trinity Baptist College, Mr. Mac Hevner. Oh, almost towards the goal and headed toward the sideline. Nick Lockridge will tap this one out of bounds. Alex Gonzalez knocked down the kick from Nieves, and if he had directed that toward the goal, might have gotten his team on the board first. There's a shot towards the goal, and Nieves is able to make the save. First one of the afternoon for Nieves. And if I saw that correctly, Jorge Miranda took that shot, and Reese will let me know when I got it wrong, and he's nodding yes. So, Reese, I actually got one right. It's hard to see down in the corner sometimes, especially when they bunch together. That is Declan Owen, has himself a couple of goals on the season, passes it inside. Guanipa, though, could not get there in time, and Pablo Garcia will back it up to Evan Hasbrook. Declan Owen, 3 goals on the season, and a shot knocked down and cleared away. Pablo Garcia fired off his second shot a moment ago. He's wearing number 14. He has 1 goal and 2 assists on the season, and the header. That was Guanipa trying to head that one into the goal, so credit him with a shot on goal. And another save goes to Peyton Fleming. If I have it correct, I believe this is Fleming's first start in the goal. Again, the Suns have not had many opportunities to play. Trey Nieves has started and played almost all the minutes for Trinity Baptist. He has allowed 42 goals in 9 games. He has now saved 69 with that save he got a couple of minutes ago. Owen in the corner, gets around Clark Calixte. Owen trying to dribble his way inside the pass, and this one's cleared away, but Garcia takes the shot, fires, and a goal for the Eagles. So Pablo Garcia, at approximately 8 minutes in, puts the Eagles on the board with his 3rd attempt. All 3 on goal, and the Eagles lead 1-0. So Pablo Garcia just connected for his 2nd goal of the season. So the clock stops momentarily as the teams get ready for the kickoff, and we resume play with the Eagles leading 1-0. So Pablo Garcia gets Trinity Baptist on the board. His 3rd attempt found the back of the net. That is Nick Lockridge wearing number 2, the big 6'4" defensive man. He'll come up and play some offense when given the opportunity. Christopher Lockridge, Kyle Hasbrook saying hello. Thanks for letting us know you're watching on the chat. Check in there every so often. Always enjoy seeing the names on the screen. Suns fans, let me know you're watching. I'd love to give you a shout out as well. Eagles back this one up to the defensive side before Nathan Williams sends it upfield to Evan Hasbrook. Guanipa guarded by 2, but he finds Reagan, the Eagles' leading scorer with 6 goals. Nazir Guanipa has 5. Nathan Williams coming up from behind. Finds a man open on the right side. That one knocked out of bounds. Iliki Hilbert wearing number 13. He's the gentleman chasing the ball down, and he'll have himself a throw in. And he gives it up to Connor Barton, who got himself a goal at Toccoa Falls on Saturday. The freshman from right here at Trinity Christian Academy played his high school soccer on this same field. That one backs up to Lockridge. Lockridge has himself a goal on the season so far. Garcia passes it to Guanipa. He's guarded by 2, gets it to the outside. Sent back in. Xavier Diaz sends it into the middle of the field, and now a battle for the ball. And the Eagles will come away with the possession. So far, Trinity Baptist has had bulk of the ball control in the offensive side of the field. That's Nick Lockridge right in front of your camera. We're in a different position today than normal. Underneath the tent, Dean has the camera just to the left of the midfield stripe, trying to keep it covered in case the wet stuff decides to fall once again. Normally, he's up high in the deer stand and right in the middle of the field, but about $1,000 worth of equipment, we want to make sure it stays as dry as possible. Hasbrook takes the pass just outside the 18, sends it across all the way to Barton. Paris Reagan unable to get the shot off. Great defense by the Suns in the backfield. Lunan Ramirez on the defensive play. Ramirez, a freshman from Miami, Florida, made a defensive play to keep Reagan from getting off the shot. And now this one off the side of the foot of Io Adegar. Eagles are able to maintain possession. Peyton Fleming, the goalkeeper from Orlando, so he didn't go too far to join Johnson University of Florida. Orlando and Kissimmee, neighbors. In fact, their borders touch each other. I have a brother down in Kissimmee, Reese, and he and his wife. My brother's been there a long time. He and his wife, Angela, married a few years. They live down in Kissimmee, so shout out to my brother, Paul. Of course, Reese, when I say my brother, keep in mind I have 5 of them. And a shot by Reagan is blocked by Fleming. Fleming picks himself up a save, and Paris Reagan looking for goal number 7 on the season. Nice job by Peyton Fleming. I might have been mixing up Fleming and McDonald, both listed as goalkeepers, but Fleming has gotten some playing time so far. Number 8 is Xavier Diaz down near the corner. He finds Garcia as they work the ball back to the center of the field. Hasbrook tries to send it inside, a wall pass, but this one is deflected and a handball's called against the Suns. The question is, was he inside the box or on the outside? Because if he was in, that will be a penalty kick. And we'll see the official spots the ball. Looks like it's inside the semicircle, just on top of the penalty box. So that's going to be a free direct kick for Trinity Baptist. The angle we're sitting on today, it's a little tough to tell, and the rain has kind of wiped out some of the white line. See Coach Jones now joining us in attendance there. Coach Jones is getting the Eagles basketball team ready as they're going to take the court. And their first game, in fact their first 2 games, are South Region matchups. They begin on November 5th. Trinity College of Florida will be here, and then the Eagles will go to Bob Jones University. I believe that game is on the 7th. Nathan Williams will take the kick. Nope, he gives way, and then Reagan fires off and got under it just a bit and missed a little bit high. Reagan takes the shot. Coach Jones, the Eagles lead 1-0. Glad you're able to make it here this afternoon. It was Pablo Garcia who connected in minute 8 to put Trinity Baptist ahead, and just mentioned you're getting your basketball team ready to take the court. Coach says he's very excited. Some new players that we'll be learning about very soon. Coach has been able to see them on the court, and he says these guys are ready. And I was talking with Coach Hernandez a little while ago, Coach, and he agrees that any of the 7 teams can win this South Region on the basketball court. The great competition we have. Every team has to play hard to the final buzzer. And Coach Judy Allen, the women's coach, getting her team as ready. She's returning most of her roster. Have some new names that we'll need to learn about as well. A couple of big losses, though. Ebony Smith and Tamara Brown unable to make it back onto the court this year. Sydney Veach also, we say bye to them as they've gone on to other things, but Coach Allen says her team is ready to take the court, and they didn't get a chance to defend their Bible College NIT National Championship this past spring, so we're looking for them to do it again in 2021. And Xavier Diaz looking for the top left corner and knocked out of bounds by Fleming. That'll be a corner kick, and Peyton Fleming doing a terrific job in the goal. Diaz placed that one almost perfectly, but Fleming was right there to knock that one away. And Fleming only 5'10", but he's playing like he's about 6'5". From Eastland Christian School in Orlando, majoring in sport and fitness. Little tap in for the corner kick. Eagles will try to work their way inside. Reagan finds a man open. It hits off Ilike, but then knocked away by the Suns on the defense. Ilike was going for the shot, so Ilike Hilbert with his first attempt. Garcia fires, and this one is right at Fleming. He had a little trouble, but he kept it from crossing the line. The ball does not have to hit the net. It just has to get across the goal line. Fleming almost let that one slip through his fingers, but he was able to grab it and keep it from a score. Eagles work it upfield very quickly. Williams had a little trouble with the pass. That's Hilbert going 1-on-2. Reagan fires off the left-footed shot right at the goalkeeper, and Fleming knocks this one out. And if I have it correctly, Peyton Fleming already has 6 saves. Credit Reagan with another shot on goal, his 3rd attempt and 2nd on goal, and a corner kick from the far side for Trinity Baptist. 3rd corner kick already, and Reagan going for the goal, but again gets under this one and misses up high. Would have been a nice field goal attempt. Speaking of field goals, Trinity Christian Academy went down south this Friday night. In Reese, they beat the number 20 team, not in Florida, in the entire country, 3-0 on a last-second field goal. Their defense stopped one of the most powerful offenses in the entire country. That was Plantation American Heritage, and Caleb Stevenson, as time expired, hit the field goal for the only score of the game, a 22-yarder, and that was after Heritage fumbled a punt with 12 seconds left. Gave the Conquerors the ball on the 15-yard line, and they turned it into the game-winning field goal. So they beat the number 20 team in the country. They were 24-point underdogs going into that game. Here is Peyton Fleming, and me running my mouth. And Fleming, the left footer, good line drive, 1 hops midfield. Nathan Williams knocks this one down and maintains control. That's Lockridge sending it up to Guanipa. Connor Barton takes the pass, sends it inside. A header by Guanipa, knocked up into the air and over the crossbar, and another save for Peyton Fleming. Nazir Guanipa with his 2nd shot on goal, and they've both been headers. Oh, the official says that hits the crossbar, so not a corner kick, so that's out of bounds off the shot attempt by Nazir Guanipa. Guanipa only 5'3". He went up high for that one. Got under it just a touch. Eagles, though, as they've done so far in this first half, maintaining possession in the offensive side of the field. This one sails out of bounds and a throw-in for the Suns. Coach Hernandez says most of the players on the soccer field right now will be on his basketball team, and while they're playing soccer, they're loosening up, they're getting in shape, and they are getting into the competitive spirit, which is exactly what Coach Hernandez wants as he gets ready to take the hardwood in just a couple of weeks. Reagan trying to get inside, finds a man open. Owen, though. Owen unable to get off the shot, passes it back to Guanipa, and Guanipa hits the top of the net for the goal, and the Eagles lead 2-0. So Nazir Guanipa makes it 2-0. And the Eagles getting off to a quick start. So at around minute 20, remember my time not official. And Reese, who's keeping track of everything, says, hey, I got another one right. All right. He says I'm on a roll. All right. We should give him the other headset and let him get on there. So 2-0 Trinity Baptist. Garcia around the left side finds Hasbrook, and defense keeps Hasbrook out of the opportunity to score. He passes it off to Declan Owen. 2nd shot attempt by Garcia. I think that deflected off a Suns defender, so that will be a corner kick. So Owen took a shot. Garcia took the shot. So give them both a shot attempt. And a corner kick for Trinity Baptist, their fourth so far. Reagan will send this one to the top of the box. Diaz tried to volley that one in, but it hit off a Suns defender. And the Suns clear this one upfield. Hard to see which one cleared it away. And then the big boot by Hector Velez. I think that was Velez. Got his body in front of that shot attempt. Owen tried to volley that one, and a really hard shot from the top of the box. Quick throw in by Nathan Williams, and the Eagles back on the offensive side of the field. Garcia, guarded by one, is able to pass it off to Hasbrook. They back it up, looking for a good attempt to get on the board once again. 2-0 Eagles. This one sails out of bounds. That will be a goal kick. We're coming up on the midway point of the first half. TBC 2, Johnson 0. Peyton Fleming has played a really good goal. He's had to deal with a lot of shot attempts so far. 7 saves here in the early going. Fleming with a big boot towards midfield. There's no wind to help or hinder a kick. And again, right now, no precipitation falling, but we're keeping an eye on it. Owen takes the pass from Garcia, finds Guanipa to the outside. Diaz gets around his defender. Owen guarded by 2. Guanipa sends this one inside towards Reagan. The ball's loose. Reagan tries to hit Diaz, and Xavier Diaz with the scissor kick and a goal. That was Declan Owen. At 8 and 6 from this distance with my 51-year-old eyes, they look very similar. Thanks for letting me know. Declan Owen with the shot and the goal. Minute 23 and the Eagles lead 3-0. Now the two guys do resemble each other also, and a number 6 and a number 8. And again, I turn 51 next month, so bound to make a mistake once in a while. And I was bragging how I've gotten things right so far. Garcia takes this one inside the circle, dribbles upfield. Eagles able to maintain possession once again. There's Owen on the left side of the box, sends it in, and Fleming knocks it down and pounces on top of it. That looked like he was trying to pass that one to Reagan, who was standing right in front of the goal. Eagles again able to take control of the ball. Michael Reagan, Teresa Reagan cheering on the Eagles. Shot goes wide of the goal to the right side by Nazir Guanipa. Oh, here's a name I like seeing on there. Courtney Blandsett, former women's soccer goalkeeper, cheering on her former friends and teammates on the field. Have a fan named YSL cheering on Connor Barton and the Eagles. 3-0 in case you're just joining us. Goals scored by Declan Owen, Nazir Guanipa, and Pablo Garcia, who started the party. That's Garcia, who passes outside, and this one is knocked down and cleared upfield by Antoine Bradley. Lockridge using his high frame to send the ball back upfield to the Eagles. Owen one-on-one, passes it off to Guanipa with a man coming on. He gets around his defender, fires off, and puts that one into center field. That'll look good in the baseball scorebook, but that one is high, and that'll be a goal kick for the Suns. For Guanipa, that's his 4th attempt of the afternoon. 3 of those on goal and 1 for a score. And we're going to pause here for the water break in the first half with the score, Trinity Baptist 3, Johnson 0. We'll take this opportunity, as we always do, try to let you know the upcoming games for both our teams. after today, Johnson has 3 games remaining on its schedule. The Suns will travel to Pensacola Christian College for a 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern start time at Pensacola Christian on October 24th, this coming Saturday, and a home game against the University of Fort Lauderdale scheduled for October 31st at 3 p.m. a week from this coming Saturday. And the Suns will finish off the regular season back in Pensacola on November 4th. That is a 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central start time. Trinity Baptist after today. We have 2 more home games in the regular season. This Saturday, we're playing Bob Jones University at 4 p.m. That follows the women's game at 2 against Bruton Parker College. So a Saturday afternoon doubleheader here this coming weekend, and the Eagles will finish off with Florida National University. The Conquistadors will be here on Thursday, October 29th, a 4 p.m. game, and we'll have all those home games, women and men's, here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. The South Region Tournament is scheduled to begin on November 4th. Site still to be determined, and as soon as we have that information, we'll update everything on the site first opportunity we get. We resume play with approximately 22 minutes remaining. Eagles lead 3-0. Goal kick for Peyton Fleming will get us back underway. That one hits off Jorge Miranda. He's giving chase, but Nieves is there. He comes out of the box. Now, pass back to the goalkeeper. He has to keep it on the ground, whether he's in the box or out. Eagles get it back upfield very quickly. Garcia looking to steal the ball. He does. This one is cleared away on a big boot by Hector Velez. Out of bounds, so a throw-in for TBC. Eagles have taken 19 total shots already, 13 of them on goal. The Suns have not been able to get off a shot just yet. Eagles have really controlled the ball on the offensive side of the field for all but really maybe a minute total. Reagan to the left side of the box. Wall pass back inside to Garcia. He tries to fire it off, but that was Velez getting in front of the ball and knocking it away. It goes out of bounds, and that's a corner kick for the Eagles. This will be corner kick number 5 for TBC. Little delay. Not sure what it's for. I believe these Eagles have a man come off, and they're going to play with 10. Hopefully Diaz is all right. He's going to get a little bit of attention, and we hope to see him back on the field. There's a ball headed our way, and a great pass to Jorge Miranda. And Miranda will allow his teammates to get into position. Garcia coming up from behind, but Miranda holds on to the ball momentarily, and then Garcia is able to make the steal. Owen finds Hasbrook inside the circle, and Hasbrook will make a slow advance and give it up to Connor Barton to the right side. Hasbrook finds Reagan, but this one is deflected away and has to be knocked out of bounds by Fleming. Defense by the Suns. Alex Gonzalez was able to keep the ball away from the goal, and then Fleming was able to knock it out of bounds. It's a corner kick for the Eagles, their 6th. Juanipa and Reagan over near the corner, and they'll just pass it inbounds. Reagan will send this one in front of the goal. Header by Hasbrook, but he misses wide to the left. For Hasbrook, that's his first attempt of the afternoon and the 20th for the TBC Eagles. Fleming allowing his teammates to get upfield, taking his time. We have about 18 minutes remaining in the first half. Big boot towards midfield. And this one goes out of bounds, and the Eagles will have a throw-in. Nathan Williams sends it back upfield. Hasbrook finds Reagan. Reagan makes an advance, now guarded by two, but he gets off the shot, and Fleming a diving save as he sends this one out of bounds. And if I have it right, that's number 8 for Peyton Fleming. Reagan with his 4th shot, all on goal. Another corner kick for the Eagles. And a whistle as the Eagles try to get inside. And it looks like they're going to redo the corner, and Xavier Diaz heading back onto the field. Eagles are battling some injuries. Richard Vasquez not available today. Hopefully he'll be back soon. There's a low line drive right in front of the goal, and it trickles its way in. And I did not see it deflect, so that's going to be a goal for Paris Reagan. Nope, there looks like it did deflect off Evan Hasbrook. I didn't see that at first, but they're congratulating Hasbrook for the score. That's his 2nd shot and 1st on goal. So Evan Hasbrook on the board with about 17 minutes remaining in the first half, and the Eagles lead 4-0. And that's Hasbrook there inside the circle, controlling the ball and finding Diaz on the left side. I tell you, I really thought that was Reagan who hit from the corner, but Hasbrook with the goal, number 4 for TBC. Williams fires, and this one deflects. Garcia with possession. And this one is cleared away. Hector Velez able to keep the ball out of the scoring area. Eagles, though, looking for another opportunity. And Reagan trying to go a la Pele and misses up over the crossbar. Wonder how many of these younger soccer players know what I mean when I say a la Pele. One of the most famous ever to don a soccer field. You've heard of Babe Ruth for baseball, Wayne Gretzky for hockey. Well, Pele is the soccer icon. He made that move very famous, especially in the movie Victory. Long shot from Hasbrook, misses wide to the left. Hasbrook scored just a moment ago, looking for his 2nd. For Evan Hasbrook, that was his 2nd goal of the season. And Peyton Fleming will set up for the goal kick. That movie, Victory, been a long time since I thought of that. Sylvester Stallone played the goalkeeper on that team. Can you imagine Rocky in the goal? There's a long pass upfield. Two Suns racing with Williams, and Williams will win that race. Jorge Miranda also trying to get there in time to take the shot. Garcia gets around his defender. Diaz lost control of the ball, but was able to knock it to Garcia and get it right back. Now guarded by one. That is D'Angelo Riascos on the defense, and the shot attempt is deflected. And the Eagles will have a corner kick. Xavier Diaz with his 2nd attempt. Well, Looks like the rain's going to hold off at least for a while longer. And a good corner kick to Lockridge, and his header attempt misses to the left. Something Nick Lockridge does very well. He's a defender, but when he gets the opportunity, especially on a corner kick, we'll see him pull all the way up front. And he loves to try to head that ball in. Remember, he got a hat trick doing that last year on this field. Suns on the advance. Hilbert was able to play defense and force a pass. It got deflected. And the Eagles looking for another opportunity to score. Nathan Williams pulls up from the backfield, finds Reagan. 3-on-1, or 1-on-3 rather, and the Suns defense wins that battle, and we have a whistle, and that's going to be a tripping foul called on Declan Owen and a free kick for the Suns, and I think that's our first foul of the game for either team. We've had a handball, but as far as a contact foul, that's number 1. Fleming will take the free kick from just outside the goal box. Penalty box, rather, and a good boot all the way across the stripe, and Lockridge able to head it back up front. Approximately 12 minutes remaining in the first half. TBC leads 4-0. Diaz sends this one toward the center for Guanipa. Reagan fires off the shot and missed high over the crossbar. 6th attempt for Paris Reagan. Hello, Mr. Ed Crenshaw cheering on goalkeeper Peyton Fleming. Peyton is Mr. Crenshaw's grandson. Thanks for letting us know you're watching. And Peyton has played a really good goal. He's had to deal with a lot of shots, and he's knocked down most of them. Olivia Ayala cheering on the Suns. Andrea Ayala, one of the assistant coaches for Mr. Elliot Hernandez. And thanks for letting us know. I always like seeing who's watching, especially if you're one of our visiting team fans. Always like to see those names on the screen. Garcia gets around his defender, hits Guanipa. Tapper back to Diaz, sends this one inside the box. And that is Garcia looking for Guanipa, who's going to chase it down but not get there in time. This one's out of bounds for the goal kick. Goal kick for Peyton Fleming. Takes his time, allows his offense to get upfield, and as we've seen him do already all along, good hard line drive, but the Eagles are able to knock that one down. Lockridge behind the stripe finds Garcia. Nathan Williams. He finds Diaz to the left side, just outside the penalty box. Diaz will send this one back to the top of the box to Garcia, who will back it up to Williams. Reagan fires this one off, and it is blocked. D'Angelo Riascos getting his body in front of the ball. He'll send it right back in the middle, and the shot attempt just misses to the left of the post from Nazir Guanipa. That's Guanipa's 5th attempt. And Fleming will have another goal kick. About 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Eagles 4, Suns nothing. Another big boot from Fleming. Hasbrook trying to beat Miranda to the ball, and Nieves is able to clear this one back upfield. Lunan Ramirez looking to make a break. The ball got away from him, and the Eagles are able to get it back and get it upfield very quickly. Guanipa Sends this one inside. Can Reagan get off the shot? He does, and a terrific save once again by Fleming, his 12th of the afternoon. Shot on goal credited to Reagan, his 5th, 7th total. Reagan fires this one off and is able to get it inside the front corner at the top of the left of the net. And the Eagles lead 5-0. So Paris Reagan with his 7th goal of the season, and this one comes with approximately 8.5 minutes remaining. And the Eagles leading 5-0. Garcia heading upfield, hits Guanipa to the left side. Reagan fires off again. This one deflects off Riascos, and we have an offsides called against the Eagles. That'll be a free kick for Johnson. The volleyball teams from these two schools will meet here next Tuesday night, 6 p.m. inside Trinity Gymnasium. That is an NCCAA Division II South Region matchup. Trinity Baptist taking on Johnson. Johnson Volleyball picked up a big win at the North-South tournament. They defeated Pensacola Christian College, and that is not easy to do. So congratulations to the Lady Suns Volleyball. That is one big win. This one goes out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for Trinity Baptist. Pensacola Christian Volleyball and women's basketball, always big contenders to make it to the national tournament. That is Riascos with the defensive play, knocking that one away from the scoring area, but the Eagles are able to get it right back and make another advance. Diaz to the outside towards Guanipa. Lockridge comes up from the backfield. Garcia fires, and this one is up and over the crossbar. That'll be a goal kick for Fleming. Couldn't tell from here if Fleming had gotten his fingers on it and knocked it away, but the official says no, so a goal kick. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of the first half, Eagles leading 5-0. Hello, Mr. Paul Fleming, cheering on Peyton and the Suns. Thanks for letting us know you're watching us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Now the weather, sometimes that interferes with the Wi-Fi signal, so we appreciate your patience. Nathan Williams sends this one towards Guanipa, and it's cleared away by Velez. Knocked down, Eagles another opportunity. Velez again getting his body in front of the ball and clearing one away. Hector Velez has been really good and steady on the defense. Garcia finds Owen. Owen fires, and another knockdown. I think that one deflected off a defender, and then Fleming was able to keep it out of the goal. Matt McGinnis was able to get his body in front of the ball. It's a corner kick for the Eagles, with credit McGinnis unofficially with a save. Reagan just taps this one into Guanipa. Right in front of the goal, knocked away by the Suns once again. Giving chase for the ball is Ramirez. He keeps this one in bounds and finds Miranda. One man for Miranda to beat. Nathan Williams is able to knock that one out of bounds, and the Suns will have a throw-in in their offensive side of the field. Miranda guarded by Diaz over near the sideline. Pass to Noel Pagan. Williams is able to beat Pagan to the ball and finds Reagan. Hits Guanipa to the left side. Guanipa one-on-one. Goes to the right. Williams takes the pass, fires off, and this one is wide right. For Nathan Williams, the senior, his first attempt of the afternoon. Nathan Williams from Palatka, Florida. He is our lone senior on the field. So when we have senior night, it's going to be all for Nathan Williams. Riascos clears this one away. Battle for the ball, won by Declan Owen. He gets around another defender. Finds Guanipa inside the box. Guanipa hits Hilbert. Tap pass inside and cleared away by the Suns. And that whistle will bring us to the halftime intermission with the score. Trinity Baptist College 5. Johnson University of Florida nothing. Goals scored by Pablo Garcia, Nazir Guanipa, Declan Owen, Evan Hasbrook, and Paris Reagan. So we're going to pause here for 15 minutes and resume when the gentlemen take the field once again. You're watching TBC Eagles Men's Soccer on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Back in 15 minutes. Coming back for the second half between the Eagles and the Suns, Trinity Baptist leads 5-0. Goals scored in order. Pablo Garcia in minute 8, followed by Nazir Guanipa in minute 20. Evan Hasbrook scored in minute 28. Oh, got it out of order. Declan Owen, 23. And Paris Reagan in minute 42. And that's been the scoring summary so far. Peyton Fleming has saved 12. The Eagles have taken a lot of shots, so Fleming has done a really good job. 13 saves, rather, on 18 shots on goal. Trey Nieves has 1 save. That came early on. The shot on goal from Jorge Miranda came about a minute and a half into the game. Eagles now going from the left to the right. They're wearing the white jerseys, and the Suns wearing the navy blues, now going from the right to the left. Connor Barton hits Guanipa, and that one trickles out of bounds off Guanipa's foot. Suns will have a throw-in. Hector Velez will throw this one in for the Suns. Number 2 home games left for the Eagles, and that will close out the regular season. This Saturday against Bob Jones University, and then next Thursday afternoon, October 29th, that's against Florida National University. Both those kickoffs are 4 p.m. Women's soccer, 1 home game remaining. That's this Saturday at 2 against Bruton Parker College. There's a shot attempt blocked by Hector Velez. Clan Owen trying to fire that one off. His 4th attempt of the afternoon. As we said just before halftime, Hector Velez has blocked a number of attempts by the Eagles. He has played a very solid defense. This one sent inside. A pass intended for Owen, but Fleming was able to pounce on top of that one before Owen could get there. And a nice punt back towards midfield. We get to say hello to our good friend Prince Board, the former Eagles women's soccer coach, as he and his Bruton Parker Barons will be here this Saturday. We'll also get to see Alex Vieira, former Eagles women's soccer player who is now with Coach Board at Bruton Parker. Vieira now a senior. That one sent to the far side. Xavion Diaz finds Owen. Owen gets through 2 defenders inside the box, beats a third, passes this one inside towards Hilbert. This one deflects off Hilbert. 2 shot attempts by Nazir Guanipa, both hit off Elike Hilbert. And this one over everybody and out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Suns. Peyton Fleming with the goal kick. Good hard line drive to the midfield stripe. Hasbrook sends it up towards Williams, and he hits a man to the left side of the box. That is Owen, a collision inside the box, incidental contact, and this one goes out of bounds. Matt McGinnis on the defensive play, keeping Owen from getting off the shot. Corner kick for Trinity Baptist. Owen taps this one up in the air, hits the front crossbar, rebounds in front of the box. Garcia tries to fire. That one does not go. Each will get credit for a shot attempt. This one goes wide to the right. Hasbrook over near the sideline, and this one goes out of bounds. And the Eagles will have the throw in. Angelo Riascos on the defense. Hasbrook will take the throw in deep inside the scoring area. Juanipa sends this one inside. Hilbert trying to do the header, but a little bit too high. Here's Owen battling one man across the field, Lunin Ramirez. Lockridge sends it in front of the goal, and this one is knocked up and away. So another corner kick for Trinity Baptist. Edwin Gonzalez made the defensive play a moment ago. Reagan sends this one inside and cleared away by Gonzalez. A couple of good defensive plays by Edwin Gonzalez as that attempt from Hasbrook is up and over the crossbar. Edwin Gonzalez, 5'11" sophomore from Tampa, Florida's Citrus Park Christian High School. And that one goes out of bounds. That will be an Eagles throw-in. Noel Pagan looking to make the play. Pagan from Palm Bay, Florida. Owen around the left side, gets inside the box, dribbles inside. Fleming knocks this one away. He was trying to pass that. Juanipa and Hilbert were both inside the scoring box. Check that, a corner kick for the Eagles. Reagan will do the honors. And Lockridge again with the header attempt. And the Suns are able to clear that one away. Williams finds Hilbert to the right side. Riascos clears that one away from Williams, and he will keep this one in bounds. Pass attempt, though, goes off his foot, out of bounds, and a throw-in for TBC. Williams will take the throw-in. Fire off the shot, and a block and a save by Peyton Fleming. Nathan Williams with the attempt, his second, first one on goal, and Fleming with another save. .14 on the afternoon for Peyton Fleming. Corner kick pass inbounds. Reagan sends this one inside to Owen. Riascos again on the defensive play, and another clear by Hector Velez. Eagles looking to advance back inside again. A long shot knocked down. Xavier Diaz with that attempt. His fourth of the afternoon. All of those have been on goal, and save number 15 for Peyton Fleming. Williams nearly lost possession, got it right back, and hit Juanipa to the outside. Casey Armstrong, hello, watching the Eagles on the live feed. Cleared away once again by the defense. And that will be a goal kick for Peyton Fleming, who has both grandfathers watching us here this afternoon, Mr. Ed Crenshaw and Mr. Paul Fleming. So, Peyton, you have some fans, some family members who have seen you do a really nice job in the goal. This one sails out of bounds, and the Eagles will have a throw-in. We're coming up on the midway point of the second half. It seemed to go by quickly, no stops in play. Of course, not a lot of stops in play in soccer. Eagles lead 5-0, all 5 of those coming in the first half. Connor Barton takes the pass from Garcia. Finds Williams in the middle of the field. Back to Garcia. And Eagles work it all the way to the left side for DeClan Owen. Gets around his defender. Sends this one inside, and it's knocked away again by Hector Velez. Well, Hector Velez has been a defensive specialist in the backfield. Should have been counting his knockaways. Hasbrook sends this one up, intended for Reagan, and Fleming beats Reagan to the ball and pulls this one down, and a good punt. Have a breeze starting to pick up, going from the left to the right in favor of the Eagles. Not blowing all that hard. Actually feels really good. There's Owen with the shot, and this one is good. DeClan Owen with his second goal of the game, and the Eagles lead 6-0. So DeClan Owen right about the midway point of the second half. About 25 minutes in, a little bit past. Eagles lead 6-0. And we have an injury on the Eagles. Leaky Hilbert heading off the field. And Eagles battling some injuries. May end up playing with 10. That happened earlier as Xavier Diaz came out for just a few minutes. So the Eagles are going to play one man short. Owen with 6 shots, 5 of those on goal and 2 of them for scores. Very quick transition up the field as Owen sends this one inside and misses wide to the left. Owen seemed to have lost his footing. Even though the rain stopped, the field is wet, and that might have cost him a shot on goal. And this one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Suns throw-in. Hector Velez will throw this one in. It bounds away, and the Eagles are able to reclaim possession. A pass from Guanipa inside to Reagan. Tries to send this one in front of the net. The shot taken by Williams is blocked by Fleming. Nathan Williams, his third attempt, 2 on goal. And Peyton Fleming with 16 saves. Pagan finds his man, Clark Calixte. Eagles, though, able to regain possession. That's Guanipa around the right side, inside the box, and cleared out of bounds by D'Angelo Riascos. Another fine defensive play. Riascos and Velez especially making it tougher on the Eagles to get that ball inside and get off shots. Corner kick for the Eagles. Checking my timer, and it was a little bit off a while ago as this shot fired by Garcia goes out of bounds wide to the right. So right now we're about 14 minutes into the second half. I said that incorrectly a little while ago. That one stays in bounds. Ramirez wins the battle, but then the Eagles are able to take the ball right back. Barton with control, sends it to Williams near the sideline. Riascos and Williams battle for the ball. Williams comes away with possession. Riascos right back on top of him and is able to knock the ball away from Williams. This one gets into Paris Reagan, and the shot pulled a little bit wide to the right. Just a little bit of a pull for Paris Reagan. That is his 11th shot attempt of the afternoon. Hasbrook intercepts the cleared pass all the way up towards Miranda. Nieves out of the box and is able to find a man wide open to the left sideline. That ball, though, a little bit out of the reach of Xavier Diaz, and a throw-in for the Suns. All the way across the field. Velez will throw this one in, and an illegal throw-in will give it over to the TBC Eagles. We mentioned both schools getting ready for basketball. First meeting between Johnson and Trinity Baptist not until January 21st in Kissimmee. Usually the women's and the men's teams travel together when they play within the South region. Williams fires this one off. It is blocked. Sent back to the outside. Fleming knocks this one down, but the ball stays in play. Owen unable to get the shot off thanks to Hector Velez with a sliding tackle, and the Suns clear it away. Johnson basketball will be here on February 2nd. This one all the way back to Trey Nieves. TBCEagles.com has both the men's and the women's basketball schedules ready to go. JohnsonSons.com has also posted the men's and the women's basketball schedules. So fans of both schools, go to your respective sites, as that one fired off by Garcia goes right into the hands of goalkeeper Peyton Fleming. 17 saves for Fleming. Saying go to the respective sites of your school, JohnsonSons.com, TBCEagles.com, and get the men's and women's basketball schedules. And that shot attempt taken by Miranda misses up high. And that'll be a goal kick, rather, for the TBC Eagles. Lynn Ramirez found Miranda, and Miranda got the shot off, but got under it just a little too much. Quick transition up the field. Owen sets, fires, and goes right into the hands of Fleming. Race for the ball. Pagan trying to beat a man to the ball. Eagles send it back to Nieves. And Nieves quickly gets it upfield. Garcia to Reagan. Right back to Garcia on the wall pass. Little miscommunication cost the Eagles a possession. Now Reagan racing with one man. Gonzalez all the way across the field. Battle for the ball, won by Gonzalez. He gets around Reagan. Able to regain possession, but then Williams knocks it away. Gets the steal and sends it back upfield for the Eagles. Lockridge hits Garcia. Wall pass back to Lockridge, and he misses wide to the right. Shot attempt number 2 for Nick Lockridge. Nick, a sophomore from Melbourne, Florida, just a couple hours away from Jacksonville. That's where the Washington Nationals, the big team that Coach Jones is a fan of, the 2019 World Series champions, that's where they have their spring training. I've been to a couple of their spring training games. Really nice facility. And that'll bring us to the water break of the second half. Nope. I thought the official called for the water break. That was an illegal throw-in. Okay. About to say, Justin Verlander, when he was on the Tigers, was warming up in the bullpen, and I stood right next to him, and me wearing my Cubs jersey, looking like I could hit him, and he's just laughing at me, saying, "Get this guy out of here." Lockridge has his shot knocked down. Another fine defensive play by D'Angelo Riascos. You know, the bullpens at that field, they're just chain link fences like you see over on the softball field. And I'm standing out there, my left-handed bat pose, and Verlander's trying his best not to laugh at me. Reagan with the corner kick and the header by Lockridge, and a goal for the Eagles. So Lockridge tried it a few times earlier in the game. This time he connects. He is on the board, and the Eagles lead 7-0. That one comes in about minute 20 of the second half. So Nick Lockridge, again, he tried that a few times earlier in the game. This time connects for his second score of the season. Eagles lead 7-0 as we get back underway. That softball field we mentioned a moment ago, it is coming along and it's looking beautiful. And we're going to have a foul called and a free kick for the Eagles. Hector Velez comes up limping, and he looks like he's all right, however. He was making the charge and got called for the tripping foul. That one tapped back to Fleming. And it looks like we're going to have a handball violation again. If the defense intentionally passes the ball to the goalkeeper, then the goalkeeper must keep the ball on the ground. So even though he's in the box, he has been called for the handball violation. Kind of looked more like a reaction. He saw the ball headed toward the goal. So a penalty kick coming for the Eagles, and we'll see who gets to take the kick. At the moment, it looks like it might be Reagan, the Eagles' leading scorer. He has 7 on the season, counting 1 today. Well, they're going to have a set-piece free kick, not a penalty kick. Well, it was a goalkeeper, so yeah. So it's just kind of a rule foul. Okay, my mistake. Got a little ahead of myself. Any other player, that would be a penalty kick. So the Suns are going to set up a wall right next to Fleming. In fact, they have 4 on the left side from our vantage point, 2 on the right. Reagan, Williams, Guanipa, and Lockridge are all surrounding the ball, trying to make it difficult to see who'll take the kick. It'll be Williams. That one is knocked down by Fleming. Garcia picks up the rebound, and his pass will go out of bounds to the left side of the goal. Reese says that was a bullet by Williams. He's correct, and Fleming, a tough young man back there, has save number 18. Right now, I'd be crying for the trainer if that was me back there. Fleming from Eastland Christian School in Orlando, Florida. Ball at midfield goes out of bounds. Christopher Lockridge joining us here, cheering on Nick who used his 6'6" frame on the header to get that last goal a little while ago, not that far ago. And as that one goes out of bounds, now we hit the second half water break with the score, Trinity Baptist 7, Johnson nothing, and we'll pause here ourselves, and we'll be back when the gentlemen resume play on TBC Eagles. Conclusion of the game, about ready to resume as the Eagles lead 7-0. DeClan Owen has scored twice. He's also assisted 2 goals. Paris Reagan has 1 goal and 3 assists. I was talking with Reese, going to be tough to pick a player of the game. The Eagles have spread things around pretty evenly. Paris has 11 shots total, 6 of them on goal. Owen is 6 for 7 regarding shots on goal. 2 scores and 2 assists. So he has the edge right now, DeClan Owen. So we have about 19 minutes or so remaining. That water break came past the midway point, but the officials want to have a good stop. And ball going out of bounds, a natural stop. Garcia fires, knocks down, but into the goal, and that one was deflected in and hit off Gonzalez. And a goal credited to Pablo Garcia. So Garcia is on the board for the second time today, giving him a total of 3 now on the season. He just tied DeClan Owen with 2 goals for the game. 8-0 Eagles lead. Hasbrook knocks that one down. Garcia finds Owen to the left side. Now both of them have a chance at a hat trick. Owen sends this one all the way across the field toward the corner. Guanipa's able to keep that one in bounds. Barton passes to Lockridge outside the box. Lockridge fires and scores. So Nick Lockridge now with his second goal. And the Eagles lead by 9. Connor Barton with the assist. He fired that one to Lockridge. So Connor Barton, the freshman, getting himself a point. Lockridge with his second goal of the game, and now 3 Eagles have 2 and a chance at a hat trick. Mr. Christopher Lockridge liking what he sees. Nick usually a defender, but again, he'll come up front when given the opportunity. He loves to take the shots, and he's connected now twice today. So Lockridge with 3 goals on the season. Man comes up from behind. Takes the ball away from Garcia, but Garcia gets this one back. Lockridge finds Reagan. Reagan to the outside towards Guanipa. Reagan fires. This one is knocked down once again by Velez, and the rebound shot by Owen is good. And Declan Owen has that hat trick we mentioned a little while ago. So Declan Owen with his third, giving him a total of 6 on the season. And he has that hat trick, Reese. So Trinity leads 10-0. And this one sent well upfield by the Suns. Barton trying to keep this one away from Ramirez, and this one goes out of bounds. It'll be a Johnson throw-in. Jorge Miranda will come up, take the throw-in, allowing his teammates to get into scoring position. Ramirez directing traffic, gets the throw off in. Knocked down by Ramirez. Miranda takes the pass right back, sends this one inside and a little bit too high. That was intended for Velez. And the Eagles on the advance. That one intended for Owen, and Owen is able to beat his man to the ball. He gets around a defender to the left side of the box, and this one is tipped out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for TBC. There's Reagan with the corner kick to the top of the box. Guanipa gets around a defender, fires, and this one misses wide to the left. 8th attempt of the afternoon for Nazir Guanipa. That one was deflected out of bounds, so a corner kick for TBC. For Guanipa, that was his 8th attempt. Xavier Diaz hits Garcia. Dribbles to the top of the box, fires, knocked down by Fleming. Second chance by Reagan. This one is up and over the crossbar. Peyton Fleming now with 20 saves on the afternoon. Juanipa hits Lockridge. Barton to the right side, just outside the box. Pass attempt, knocked down. Cleared away, but right into the possession of Lockridge. Reagan up the left side, fires, and again gets under one, and this one's over the crossbar. Reagan has taken 13 shots and a goal kick for Fleming. All the way across the field, a little more Wi-Fi difficulty. Again, we appreciate your patience. Sometimes that malweather gets in the way. Here's a shot taken and a goal for Declan Owen, his 4th of the afternoon. Three of those coming in the second half, and the Eagles lead 11-0. Reese, you think he heard us talking about player of the game and he wants that honor? That is now his 7th of the season. That ties him with Paris Reagan for the team lead. Owen with possession at midfield. He finds Lockridge. Reagan right back to Lockridge to Reagan. They play catch a little bit, and Reagan fires off the shot, and another save for Peyton Fleming as he knocks that one up and over the crossbar. That'll be a corner kick for Trinity Baptist. Garcia finds Owen. He fires off, and this one just misses the right post. So a goal kick for Fleming. And Garcia knocks this one down. Juanipa hits Barton to the right side. Barton sends this one in. Loose ball in front of the net. Reagan lost his footing, and this one is cleared away. And that wet field might have cost Reagan a chance at the shot. Now he's battling for the ball with Riascos. Turns and fires, and a save by Fleming. And a shot attempt by the Suns. They got up the field very quickly. Hector Velez with the shot on goal, and a save for Trey Nieves, his 2nd. Well, they really forced their way up the field very quickly. Good hard shot by Velez, but Nieves leaped up high and was able to pull this one down, and Reagan turns and fires and scores right under the crossbar. So Paris Reagan with his 2nd of the afternoon. Eagles with a dozen. As we resume, we have approximately 8 minutes remaining. Barton will back this one up to Nieves. He'll keep it on the ground, send it towards midfield. A good boot by Nieves. Garcia will find Owen to the left side. Back towards Lockridge at midfield. Lockridge has Guanipa wide open to the right side. Lockridge towards Guanipa again. He fields. Garcia fires and scores. Pablo Garcia with his third of the afternoon. Now 4 on the season. And we have approximately 7 minutes remaining. Well, Reese, we talked about it earlier. We can go ahead now and we can declare Declan Owen today's player of the game. Of course, we want to credit Peyton Fleming. He had to face a large number of shots, and so far he has saved 22. So Peyton Fleming, 42 shots on goal. So Peyton Fleming got a lot of help from the defense, especially from Velez and Riascos. So let's give credit to Fleming and his defenders. Again, they faced a lot of attacks by the Eagles and did a really nice job in the backfield. So Fleming we would consider probably Johnson's player of the game this afternoon. But overall player of the game will be Declan Owen of the TBC Eagles. That's Owen all the way across the field. And this one to the backfield, Nathan Williams. Guanipa near the corner, guarded by Riascos. Trey Nieves comes up out of the goal. He's near midfield. Open net for the Eagles. Eagles looking like they're going to work down the clock with the big lead. Sends this one towards the corner, and Guanipa will keep this one in bounds. Williams keeps this one away from Miranda. Towards midfield. Hasbrook will back it up. Long pass from Nieves looking for Owen. That one cleared back up, but Garcia is able to track it down. And that whistle is going to signify the end of the game with the final score, Trinity Baptist College 12, 13 rather, and Johnson nothing. Declan Owen with 4 goals, earning player of the game honors. 3 goals from Pablo Garcia. Other scores for Trinity Baptist. Nick Lockridge scored twice. Paris Reagan got 2 goals. Nazir Guanipa Evan Hasbrook each scored a goal as well. Peyton Fleming with 22 saves and got a lot of help in the backfield as well, especially from teammates Riascos and Velez, who did a fine job on the defensive side of the ball. Well, the Eagles will be back on the home field again this Saturday afternoon. First, we have women's soccer at 2 p.m. Saturday against Bruton Parker College, and then the gentlemen take on South Region rival Bob Jones University, looking to even up the season series this coming Saturday. For Dean Bureau, our cameraman, Reese Johnson, our statistician, Josh Louis Jackson, our game day coordinator, Dan Robertson, the head coach of the men's soccer team, and athletic director John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.